review today. So, yesterday, me and the wife, Mrs. Raggy, or Mrs. Rag actually, because Rag is the name, not Raggy, and Rag is just what I use for the channel. Same as my internet, it's Ragster for my websites. Got this thing about Rag. But anyway, let's get on to the thing. Caught the bus up to the Trent Barton bus, the Freeze, up to Sutton Ashfield. Got helped because we didn't know where it was going. Neither of us have been there in our lives. Uh, but bus driver and one of the passengers helped us, got us off the bus. So brilliant. And got off straight away. Firerock Brewing. I'm like, ooh. I wanted to go because, not that I can remember a lot of it because I was steaming, but at the Mega Brew, I learnt about new breweries in Nottinghamshire. Linear Brewing Company, Reckless Dreeb, Firerock. Is there anybody else I forgot? Lazy Bay, obviously, but they work out of that. They work out of that brewery anyway, so that's good for them. Um, but anyway, yeah. So I wanted to go up and see them, and as somebody who's got a massive appreciation of what brewers do and the amazing beers they produce, and if anything, if I can use my channel in any small way to help people, let people know they're there, then that's a good thing, especially if you're coming around Nottinghamshire, and or there's other ways as well you can check them out. So we'll get there. We walk went to the pub, lovely. From the outside, it actually is quite subtle on the outside. It doesn't scream anything. You can see the Firerock Brewing Company, and I think that's great. It's not a pub like a Wetherspoons where it's all in your face and it drags a certain type of clientele in. Um, Walked in, a few people in the bar, lovely. We'll get on to that. Lovely looking bar, to be fair. First thing, met two members of the beer community in the beer review community. So the good man Liam Musker and Shane, who actually lives near there, and Liam, who lives a little bit further away, but not much further away. So they're one of their locals, really, and fantastic for them. For me, I'd love to have that on my doorstep. And the lads from Bang the Elephant were there as well because they were doing a collab Imperial Stout, which could be as high as 15%. Rocky Road. I think it's a fudge. Is it fudge brownie Imperial Stout? Not 100% sure of what it was because I had a drink last night. and but yeah, it's going to be around Christmas when it gets released, or just after Christmas, I think, with how long the fermentation and conditioning and whatnot. So it's definitely an interesting beer for the new year to keep your eye out on, a good collaboration beer. And I will be purchasing a bottle, or maybe two actually, because I've learned a lesson. But when it comes to good beers, never to just buy one, because the time when you want to go and buy another one, you can't get it. Anyway, walks in, lady behind the bar, all the staff, to be honest, and it's like you've got two families that are the people who own the Firerock Brewing Company, and I think it's their wives or friends of their wives, or it's to me it's very family and good mannered people, smiling, having a laugh. It's a family. It's that sort of pub you go in and we've never been there before, and straight away warmth was exuding. It's hard to say that warmth exudes, obviously, and it was warm as well. Bloody freezing outside yesterday, and warmth exuded from the place, and we felt at home straight away, and that's nice. That is the sort of thing you want in any pub, to walk in and not feel that or feel worried or threatened or anything like that, but to feel that family atmosphere straight away. So we'll talk about what's behind the bar. Um, Good selection of wines. So if you're a wine drinker, there's a good selection of wines. There was ABK lager on the bar, not that Foster's and Carling rubbish. Decent German stuff. Few casks, but was there three cask or was two or three cask? Yeah, something like that. Bang the Elephant was on one of them. On the wall, back wall, I think Black Irish was one as well. But on the back wall, there was 15 kegs on tap. As a craft beer drinker, as a beer drinker, you cannot fail to appreciate the amount of beers. You had Black Iris there, Trinity Brew Co., Thornbridge, Bang the Elephant, Firerock, a load of their beers, and well done as well. Because they are a little brewery as well, which we'll get to in a minute. Good selection on the bar. They sell their own beers there. In fact, I didn't get any of their beers. The beers behind the bar. Forgot all about them. I went to the fridge and got the beers, but there's beers on the shelves as well. Bugger. I'll remedy that. I'll remedy that at some stage. But yeah, good selection. And what I do like about this pub, and what I do like about craft beer pubs, or like micro pubs, tap rooms, is yes, there's a price per pint, but if you want to go through the menu, you can have thirds. Thirds work out quite cheap, and you're limiting your drink. You're not woof, woof. You're sipping, you're enjoying. It's not about getting drunk. It's about the enjoyment. So then we'll go from that. So that area is fantastic. I'll talk about the bottle shop. So they've got two fridges, and they've got merch there, Firerock merch. Two great fridges full of decent beers. So you're buying your stuff fresh. And I actually asked Michael from Bang the Elephant, what's this thing about putting beers in fridges? Because I mean, I could understand IPAs and stuff, but that even having stouts come out of a fridge. And as a brewer, I got the answer that I wanted, and it was keeps it at the flavours at its optimum. You take it out of the fridge, you put it in a warm room for an hour or so, and to get to room temperature. But keeping it in fridge, aka the beer room even, keeping it in a fridge keeps that. This is like a fridge in here. Keeps it the optimal flavour. So lesson learned. That was interesting. Obviously in the summer months, I couldn't do what I can do in here. There's no way I'm putting 300 cans in a little fridge. Might have to get one of them things on the wall and have a big wall fridge. I'm not doing that either. Costs too much. But yeah. So lesson learned there. So you've got the main bar area, lovely seating. I tell you what, they've done it well. Like a little alcove area. So you've got the main bar, alcove. We didn't go in the alcove area, to be fair. We was in the main bar, and then you've got like a back room where the toilets are. That's where we stopped. Around the corner, you've got the little brewery. It's a 2 BBL US BBL brewery. 120 litres or something. I think so, anyway. I had a good look at the kit. There's a video. If I haven't put the video online already, because I was drunk, there's a video going online. Check the videos out from this, because it's really interesting when you see what kit they've got. And if you ever go up there, and after this, and you have a look around, you have a few drinks, obviously make sure you have a stop somewhere local, or get someone to drive you, obviously. But go up there and have a look around and chat to the good people, because I'm sure they'll show you the kit and their ethos and what they want to do. And so for the rest of the night, we were sat in the back, we was chatting away. We had a fantastic night. There's a couple of rugby lads in at one stage who are a bit loud, but you don't mind that. They won't be offensive, or you do get it in pubs, don't you? And they're a bit drunk. But yeah, it was sound. And the pub itself, it was great. I don't know if it's just this thing I like doing with beer reviews these days, but I'm watching as when I'm not steaming. I'm watching what people do, staff do, just taking it, what they're getting out of it, what I'm getting out of it, and the mix of people in there. There's a lot of more older people drinking craft stuff, and that impressed me. I was really happy with that. Shook hands with a couple of blokes, one who watches the channel. Cheers, matey. And it's that atmosphere was amazing. We really had a great time last night. And to meet up with Nigel and Michael from Bang the Elephant and the two Firerock guys, and chatting to them, and they kept coming back to us. Obviously, they've still got a pub to run. They were changing kegs and casks, through the night. There was having to tell one lad he can't have too many beers because I think he's got a load, and they said, look, you can't. Trying to make him be sensible, and that was good. There's not a one moment from the whole night that you couldn't have said that was an amazing night, and we just simply had. It was a fantastic little place to go to. Make sure if you're ever in Sutton Ashfield, near Mansfield, not far away from Mansfield, get a bus from Mansfield. You get a bus from Nottingham. If you're staying in Nottingham, you can get on a bus. You're there. It takes you around the houses, mind you. It take about half an hour, 45 minutes to get there, and it drops you off to literally 40, 50 yards away, both ends. And I think we walked around to the bus station in the end because the bus was already at the bus station. Yeah, I think the bus driver was fast asleep on the back of the bus when we got there, to be fair. But yeah, brilliant. Would I go again? Always the big question, like when you're drinking beers. Of course, we are going again. Sometime in the new year, probably, when funds have back to normal. We had a good night. We didn't spend overly a lot, actually. We did get a couple of sneak preview beers though as well. I got a sneak preview and actually reviewed it of their new chili chocolate beer, and I can't remember the name of it now properly. And how it goes or something along that lines. Yeah, God, my memory's rubbish. That was amazing. Lovely chili, warming, not too heavy on the chili. Lovely chocolate, crystal pour. The pour was amazing. Just like you'd get from any of the big brewers out there. Decent beer. Belter of an imperial stout, 11%. I do remember. It's funny. I remember ABVs and you can't remember names properly. I will in a bit. I'll be actually upstairs in the bedroom doing editing. I've got to catch up on stuff from yesterday that I've reviewed, and before it starts to catch up with me. And out of 5, then good 4.65. Yes, yeah. So great pub, great people who run it, great customers. There's nothing you can fault about it. Nothing. Absolutely amazing. Good 4.65. Did I already say that? Yeah. And that's my review. Thank you all, and make sure you check them out, and the bottle shop as well. But I've got a beer haul coming, so I'm doing that straight away now. Cheers all. See you later.